deliver. And hopefully most of you agree it is not delivering yet. Hopefully most of you think it can deliver. So then the question becomes how and when. So I like this analogy. I think comparing AI to electricity is clever, is relevant, right? It's going to transform everything. I think every single industry in the world can be powered by it, just like everything can rely on electricity. That is why it is like electricity. I want to actually then dive into the ways and the reasons why it is not like electricity today. Right? So what are some of the problems? It's rare. It's hard to train these people, so they're hard to find, which means hiring is slow and making mistakes in hiring is frequent. And it's hard to hire if you're outside of a privileged company that can offer massive salaries or be doing something that's very exciting, right, and bleeding edge. It's slow. Very few projects get done per year. And because of the risk of a project not succeeding, right, the slowness combined with that means the number of successes you get per year can be quite small. I think it's also, actually no guarantee of performance, right? The last example, it's actually from a famous paper that compared baked goods with animals. Neural networks were confused between chihuahuas and blueberry muffins. I think there was also confusion between sloths and raisin scones. There's a lot of these little similarities between these things. On the slowness, I wanted to kind of touch upon a little touchy subject for some of the data scientists. I talk to a lot of data scientists. I mean, I've been a data scientist my whole life. And I talk to a lot of the product managers that work with data scientists. And it's really funny because when you ask a data scientist, what's the biggest problem? It's always data munging. They hate that. It's always the biggest problem. It's never model building. You ask the product manager or the project, whoever's managing them, and you ask them how much time they spent, tuning that model, and they always complain. There's this big disagreement there. And I suspect it's because tuning the models is fun, and they like to do it. Every data scientist, when I say, what if somebody automated that whole process, feature engineering, model selection, hyperparameter optimization, they say, well, that's not a problem. I can deliver a model in 2 days. Who here